Hey guys, welcome back to more AFK Arena. In today's video, we're back over on the test server again because all the dimensionals did get their glyphs. So I wanted to take a look at the glyphs and sort of give you guys my feels on the different characters, whose might be good, whose might be bad, and all that good stuff. The cool thing about dimensional is because you can link them, they get better value because they get the star ups, which we'll talk about in a sec. But let's get into it. Okay, so first up, I'm a little bit disappointed because I really thought that this was going to be a way for them to like really sort of buff things like Queen and Nakaruru and Ukyo, but they got really bland upgrades. So we got a little damage increase here for Nakaruru, and we got a little damage increase on this one as well, which kind of just sucks for her. She does get the life leech, but I don't think it's really going to make a big difference. I don't think hers is very good or worth looking into that much. We've got the nice little question marks up the top above her name. I don't know why that's happening. I think it's a bug in what's happened. But moving on from that, we do have Arthur. Now, Arthur seems decent. The damage increase doesn't really matter. Critical strikes that strike Arthur's face deal 30% less damage. So you basically got the extra mitigation on the crits, which is nice. And I feel like anything, he does only get accuracy, so I don't mind his 60 ability. The rest of it isn't really too key, but it'll depend how much of an impact that actually has. Plus, tanks and main DPS always benefit from the rest of the stats that they're going to get here. Obviously, you know, him getting defense, tenacity, HP is going to make him a better tank. I would still focus more on my DPS characters, but that's because I like to play more offensive, and I just think Arthur is a pretty tanky beast as he is. But that is his upgrades. Not bad, like I said, on this one. But overall, I'd probably give him a pass for higher priority and even wait for the four factions to get theirs. So moving on from that, we do have Ukyo. Like I said, a real opportunity for him to get a buff. He got a little damage increase and a little damage. Well, this one wasn't too bad of a damage increase. It is a 30% increase, but I still don't think it's going to make Ukyo anywhere near viable in many things, except for starting in front row against a front row Flora. I don't think he's really going to get too much. He does get the crit as well, which is kind of nice. I just don't see it being anything. I was hoping he would get an added little effect that would really change things. But once again, with all these things, I could definitely be wrong. Now, moving on from that, we have Ezio. Enemies lose extra accuracy from his smoke bomb, and then this one, Ezio receives 6 dodge points every 1 second during battles until 150 points are reached. This is actually a really nice one. I don't mind this at all because it's a good dodge increase, and you do get the max. What I like it when not only it increases faster, but they also increase the max points that they can get. So like honestly, I don't think he really I don't think it's one of those ones that I'd jump straight to doing straight away, but it's not bad nonetheless. And he does get the life leech from it, and I'm not sure how life leech functions on Ezio with his execute. That is something I've never looked into. If you guys know, let me know in the comments. I literally just thought about it now, where if he executes someone, does he gain life leech based on the fact that he did damage from, say their threshold's at 50%? Does he get that life leech based on him actually doing 50% of their health as damage? If so, it could be a really nice buff for him. So watch this space. And once again, these life leech ones, they come at 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, and 5 stars. So those are going to be interesting. And like I said, for the dimensionals, if there's one you do decide to invest in, it's actually really easier than a Celestial or Hypergene to get them to those star ratings. So moving on from that, we have Prince. Prince has a really nice one. I like Prince's kit in both of these abilities. I think they both just synergize really well with each other. This one making him do extra damage that is proportionate to the enemy's max health. So that is really nice. Also increases like the minimum damage based on his attack as well. But going from 15 to 18% may not seem like much, but if he's hitting 3 enemies, he's actually getting an extra 9% damage in that. And when you consider every time a total of 25% is lost, he gains energy, but now that energy is also increased by 5. It basically means that he's getting to his energy generation quicker and he's generating more energy. And you know how quick he already does his ultimate. I feel like in some situations it won't make an impact, because some situations he literally darts to the wall, goes through them, ults, does it again, ults. But I just think it adds to the efficiency that he does bring to the table. So not too bad in that sense. And obviously he is getting the life leech as well, which I'm assuming scales directly off of the percentage that he deals. So that's actually really good survivability for him as well. So I'm a big fan of this one personally. Once again, could be wrong, but we'll wait and see. Then we have Albedo, we have a damage increase here. And then this one, if Albedo is dealt a critical strike, the attacker's attack rating is reduced by 70%, up from 50%. So this one's not too bad either. It's a nice little buff to get some survivability. However, Albedo, I'm not a big fan of the accuracy increases. Accuracy isn't my type of thing. But once again, it's not too bad. You do get that 70%. But her probably one I wouldn't focus on primarily. I know I've spoken to a lot of people, a couple people that really do like this one, but for me, it's not the one for me. But that's just the way I play in my style. But still, it's not too bad. But it is a heavy investment to get there, and I think things like Lucretia and probably Irons are going to take priority over that. Moving on to the man we were just talking about, and that is going to be Irons. We do have enemies lose 55% of their health with this one. It still does have a hidden scaling effect in it, where it can only go to so much, but an extra 5%, if you do land an extra 5%, is 5%, so you ain't going to cry about that. And then this one here. So at level 2 skill up, it does 6%. Attack rating is increased by 6% per second, and defense rating increased by 10% per second. And it goes up to 7 and 12. So he's getting, it's a 6-second channel. So he's getting an extra 6% attack and an extra 12% defense through his channel, which isn't too bad. But on top of that, if you've got the stars, he's getting crit damage amplification. So for instance, on my account, I have a 5-star Irons because he's linked. It's actually really good value in getting these up there for Irons if he is one of your main carries, in my opinion. Once again, I think main carries really get a buff out of this, but I think it's just going to make his damage that much more impactful, which will help him with further scaling in campaigns. So I think Irons is really nice. But it's just the nature of it. I feel like these things just inherently make good heroes better and bad heroes just stay bad, if that makes sense. So Queen, I was really hoping for something big from Queen on this one. However, all she does is get defense plus an extra 5% on the scaling on that. And this one, a little bit of damage. So Queens ain't too good. Crit block rate as well, which I think crit block rate could be nice on her. I haven't really delved into the deep analytics of these stats. I'm hoping it's a good thing for her, but once again, she doesn't seem like one that's going to be on people's top priorities. I really love Queen. I might actually even go into this at some stage, just because I really do enjoy Queen. At least I'll do it on one of my accounts and test her out, because I really like Queen and I really want to make her work. So that's just a personal one. For most people, I'd probably avoid it. Then we do have Joker. We've just got a damage increase of 10% on this one for the combat target. And then this one is just a damage increase as well. However, because Joker, this is like some really nice damage from this all-out attack. I actually don't mind it just being a damage increase, 20%. It's not the biggest, but it's not horrible either. So it is going to help him. And for this one, he does gain, what's AS? Is that one of the new stats? Attack, oh no, AS, attack speed. So not too bad. I can't believe I'm that much of an idiot, but it's not bad on him. So attack speed, it's honestly not the most important thing for him, in my opinion, because for me, yes, it gets him around to doing his shot where he stuns them a bit faster, but I mean, I guess he does go into the AoE mode where he does the swipe, so it's not too bad, but the core mechanics behind him are that passive and that ult, which I'm really looking at, but not too bad, but probably one that's going to get pushed down the line, especially once the 4 factions come out. And then finally, we do have Merlin. Enemy loses health equal to 180% of Merlin's attack rating every second. It's just up from 170. Not the greatest thing. Damage received by ally where Merlin is in spirit form is reduced by 40%, up from 30%. So that isn't too bad on the Merlin. And he's gaining crit, which is a little bit strange for me that he's getting crit. But still, honestly, the effect increase isn't too bad. But once again, he's one of those ones that's going to get pushed to the bottom of the pile, I think. So the two big winners in this one, in my eyes, and ones that I'm looking more at building, would be Irons and Prince. I really like the synergy behind what Prince gets and the way it like turbocharges his system. And then Irons, obviously, because he's such a good carry, and you know, you're just adding damage and crit damage amplification to that. It's going to be really nice. But once again, before you invest in any of these guys, I would still recommend waiting to see what the 4 factions bring, because it's going to be a lot of things to look at, and hopefully there's going to be something that they're like, you know, Ulmus is going to become the big tree on fire and he's going to like destroy everyone. Who knows? Ain't gonna happen, but I can dream. Anyway, guys, that is gonna be it for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.